Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all, my name's Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Curse of the Crimson Throne. Joining me today are my wonderful and amazing Patreons who come support the channel, hang out, and do all these cool, wacky, fun, and amazing things with me. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello, folks at home.
Hello.
Yay! Okay, so, I mean, a couple of announcements. First of all, as you can tell, not all of our crew is here. Our dear friend Mally and Cass are unavailable to join us today. We send them all of the strength and love in the entire world and hope to see them back at the table very, very soon. But we do, of course, still have our wonderful other group members. We have Marcus the GM playing the role of Alexander, the Order of the Gate Hell Knight. Hi, Marcus.
Hi.
We have, of course, Laura Bones playing the role of Agnes, the psychic, psychic?
Hi.
Hi. Dante, our kitsune druid of the wild, played by Rykon.
Hello.
And, of course, the necromantic yet chipper Thea, played by our dear friend Britt.
Hello!
It is so good to see everyone. I'm actually very, very excited for today's game. But
Michael, could you show us your wonderful face?
I suppose I should share my face with the folks in my game because that seems like an important factor. Now, before we kick off, I do have an announcement. First of all, apologies to the people who came into my chat and were frantically messaging me yesterday during our Gatewalker stream. Well, I say during the Gatewalker stream because there was no Gatewalker stream. The reason there wasn't a Gatewalker stream is because some darling little children, or as we like to call them here in Australia, a pair of fuck nuggets, decided that it'd be a really good idea to pour energy drink onto the fuse box to my house. So I was dealing with an electrician and getting an emergency call out and doing a bunch of stuff, which unfortunately ate into my launch time, and it wasn't until like 15, 20 minutes after the start time that I even had power back in my house. So, as you can see, today we have a fundraiser, a very small fundraiser, for Dag's extra money that he had to pay for the fucking guy to call out. So that's our fundraiser for today, is the emergency electrician fundraiser. So yeah, that was not fun. But I'm glad that the guy came out. I'm glad that the dude managed to deal with all of the stuff. So emergency electrician is going to come up with an added bonus because, as you guys know, I don't ask for money without giving you guys something back. So, for those of you who help us achieve the emergency electrician reward, if we hit the goal, then I will provide everyone with a rune of their choice. That'll either be a rune of shocking for a weapon of your choosing, or a rune of shocking insulation for your armor. One will provide you with a resistance to electricity attacks, and the other will provide you with extra damage of an electric variant, which you can apply to any of your weapons or armor. You gotta pick either the armor or the weapon one. But yes, that is what my players will get if we hit our goal of $300. That's right, it was, $300 for the thing. So if we do it, I feel it's only fair that we use the power of electricity to give back to our group. So there you go. Cool. So that's the announcement. Announcement. It's the update. What the fuck's happening to me? Anyway, before we kick off, let's of course take a moment to thank the sponsors of our show that allow me to keep the lights on here. I feel like that's kind of inappropriate given what I was just announcing. They let me pay rent, I guess. Because they were not keeping the power on. So anyway, we have, of course, Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects that you'll hear throughout the course of the session. Fantasy Grounds for our virtual tabletop and all of the cool mathematics that happen on screen here is done via Fantasy Grounds. And, of course, Hero Forge is for all of the artwork, all of my animated players and stuff like that. It is through them that we're able to do all these cool things. Also, actually, let me just check this real quick because I don't want to give you guys a bum steer. I believe we are coming up on the end of the Hero Forge sale, if we haven't hit it already. Just checking it out. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Why do I have a Hero Forge character of Stalin? That is super weird.
That is weird.
I'm not even joking about that either. Just I've got Stalin on my thing, and he's got like.
For Reign of Winter?
Oh no! I was gonna make He Who Shall Not Be Named for Reign of Winter. That's why, and I ended up with Stalin.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right. We made his old brother instead.
I remember that. Okay, that's fair. Yes, unfortunately the sale is over. So, yes, no sale, I'm afraid. So yes, but still get Hero Forge minis. Hero Forge minis are awesome. So yay. Actually, there is a new feature which I'm looking at right now. An $82 purchase of a Hero Forge statuette, which apparently is twice the size of the miniatures that you would get. So you actually get a large statue of the characters that you make. I might need to reach out to Hero Forge and get one of those printed out and ship to see what they look like, I guess. Maybe I'll do a
So what
review
you're
of it.
telling me is that with the kit bashing, you could make a homebrew Tarask.
I don't know if it'd be that big. And honestly, if you want a Tarask, then you guys should get the Tarask from Dingo Doodle's Fool's Gold campaign, because that shit is basically just a spiked ball of plastic that could kill someone if you threw it at them. It is a mini destroyer. It is incredible. I haven't gotten it in mine yet, but it is on its way. So there you go. Oh my God, Jay Spites. Hi, it's good to see you. Oh my God, I miss your face. Anyway, sorry, I miss everyone, but I haven't seen Jay's in a while, so there you go. Okay, let's keep moving on. What do I do now? Normally I introduce you guys, but I did that already. So let's go to donations, guys. As mentioned, here at the Daniels Gamer channel, this is my full-time job. This is what I do. This is all the things. And I love getting to play an interactive game here on Twitch, because why the fuck do we do live games when we don't interact and do stuff? So we would like to invite you to come behind the GM screen, do a bunch of cool stuff, and have a bit of fun with us. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that you can use at any point in time to do a bunch of cool, fun, wacky, and amazing things. Things such as I forgot to put the link of yeah, okay, I can't see anything. Okay, there we go. Oh, you forgot to put the links during the intro. It's fine. Anyway. Yeah, so there are a bunch of different rewards, such as inspiration, insight bonuses, there is wandering bosses, there's divine intervention, tons of cool stuff, and you get them just for watching the show. If you are a subscriber, you gain channel points a little bit quicker than others. And thank you to Pixie. Pixie, you lovely. I miss you, Pixie. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Tell me one joyous thing that happened to you during this week. I would love to know this. But yes, and subscribers, as Pixie has just made Atsalogria. That's a cool ass fucking name. That's a name and a half. Astrologia. Subscribers earn channel points even faster, and I run tons of games every week, so yeah, you earn channel points pretty quick. Then, of course, we have, for those of you who have some disposable income that you would like... Jay! Thank you so much for dropping the sub bomb. A big welcome to the 5 new subscribers. Vanoa555, Dread Pirate Robert. I think I said that right. Dread Pirate Robert. There you go, done. Sirhan, a macrobiologist. Hi. Also, yeah, hi. I'm always going to call you lazy. I just feel like I know it's mean because now you've been microbiologist for ages, but I feel like just lazy just suits you. Just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being mean. Anyway, and Nansku, thank you so much for the new subscriptions. Please enjoy them to your fullest. Yeah, and have fun. So yeah. Yes. Now, for those of you with disposable incomes, as we play the game, if you do have the means to, there are a number of ways that you can interact with the game in a more tangible way. First of all, for a $5 donation, you can donate one of these red marks to a player of your choice, or a purple mark to me. Red marks can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, and roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate matters ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of 2 decks of cards that I have listed out in front of me. First is the deck of plot twists and flashbacks, which I will use in order to generate random story prompts that I will throw into the midst of the game. Alternatively, I will use that $10, if you would desire, to give a player not only a hero point, but a heroic action, which is a special superpower that is a free action that is able to do stuff. And yeah, that's kind of it. Random, cool, awesome free powers. For $20, you can donate to give someone a coveted golden natural 20. The only person without a natural 20 at present is our dear friend Alexander. So there's that as well. I can also have 3 natural 20s, just so that people know, just in case you wanted to do that. But yes, so nat 20s are there. Then for $50, you can donate to provide a monster, like a boss monster buff. God, I'll try. Let me try that again. You can choose to increase the difficulty of a boss fight, making challenges more difficult, upping the stakes, making the terrain more hard. There's a whole bunch of different things, but it is a major complication to boss fights that make things more difficult for my players. Or you can provide a magic item of your choosing to a player of your choice. This can be a homebrew item you designed. You could literally have, I will give you a bag of farts. What does the bag of farts do? It contains all the farts. And that, sure, that's what the magic item is. So yes, homebrew item, you can ask the players for something on their wish list, or you can ask me to create something for them from my own custom little list of stuff that I have. So yeah. And then we have, of course, our large $100 secret menu item, which we may possibly have unlocked. I haven't asked yet, but yes, our secret menu item. Okay, this is going to be nice, simple, and easy, because I feel as though we have an opportunity here to explore something that I think is just going to be a lot of fun. I haven't asked permission for this. Understand this. There is 0 permission that has been gone into this. But at some point or another, shit will just happen one way or another. The $100 secret menu item will go as follows. If, and when, should I say, the event of Alexander passes away as a character, he dies, perishes, is killed, then I will provide Thea with Alexander's corpse to take over as the new companion, including a number of the powers and abilities that Alexander currently is privy to. So, yes. So to repeat that, in the event of Alexander's death, I will upgrade Thea's undead companion to be Alexander and include a bunch and number of Alexander's powers, spells, and abilities. And then Marcus can play something else.
Sounds sick.
Yeah. Okay. Now, to be clear, Marcus is...
I can see Brit. I kind of hope he dies now, but I don't want him to die.
Look, Marcus is one death save away from being killed and is literally separated from everyone and confronted by 3 giant skeleton minotaurs and an iron golem. So... I mean...
Guys, I missed 1 game.
Yeah.
I had an exam and I was unwell. I'm so sorry. What is happening?
We'll get to that in a second. If you had a magic 8-ball, it's like, will Alexander survive this? Outlook not good. Will Alexander survive this? Dude, seriously, no matter how many times you roll this, it'll get the same. Will Alexander survive this? Bitch, I said no. Sorry, it's like, it's like this. It's just, what the fuck is a hype chest? Ooh. I want to open it. Boop.
I have never
Kitty.
felt such a clear disconnect from my character in a moment before as I did right as you were saying that. Because me, the player, was like, I hate that. I hate that so much. No, thank you. But Thea in my brain was like, yes.
That's true. And I said I didn't ask for permission, so there is that as well. It is purely a choice, and if you choose not to resurrect Alexander, I will allow for our dear friend Cookie, who donated for the secret menu item already. Thank you again, Cookie, so goddamn much. To design a similar powered. Like you find someone who was exploring this place in the past to then use their body instead. And depending on what Cookie says, it might be a wizard, it might be a cleric, it might be a rogue, it might be a fighter. Depending on what it is, then they'll have some of those powers in addition to your usual undead powersy stuff. Either way, you are gonna walk away with a a more powerful version
A
of your
new
companion.
car.
Yeah, a new car. Okay,
I feel like this is an Alexander call, but also
we'll get to that if he
Thea-
does. I mean, Alexander's
Do
not dead
it.
yet.
Yeah. I just that disconnect from the character, and then like my character brain being like, "Ooh, I love this," and I was like, "What? What is happening right now?"
It's like the Emperor. Do it.
It could happen very quickly depending on how this initiative roll happens.
That's very true. That's very true. Now, before we kick off, we do have another donation. So, in addition to Cookie Mon's massive donation, thank you so much for the $100 donation. You absolute fucking legend. We also have Schoolie, who has donated $30 as well, who has decreed that we have the third of plot twists from the deck of plot twists. So let's draw this out as we look at the first card, which is the second wind, which we only throw away. We don't use that card. The second card, which is rebellious youth. We don't want that one either. And the third. I mean, that's mean. Cliffhanger.
Oh, we've had that one before.
We haven't had that one before.
We literally just had one.
Did we just have the cliffhanger? Maybe I didn't shuffle these properly.
I mean, literally,
No.
not the card.
Oh, the card. Oh, yeah, right.
We had a legitimate cliffhanger.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is we cliffhanger every session. So, I mean, all right. But I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to cliffhanger you guys in the middle of the game, I guess, if I can figure it out how I'm going to do that. All right, but there's that.
Or you could just take it literally.
Yeah, I could
and
just drop you off a
present us
cliff.
with a cliff.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Okay, and we also have a... did I lose it? There we go. 2 jinx points for me. Thank you so much. Thank you for the jinx points. Thank you for the jinx points. All right. We have a hero point for Agnes and a hero point for Thea. Okay, look at that. So Agnes, because I mean it's not like Alexander needs any. We should definitely fill out Thea and
Most definitely.
Schoolie always does random, but I do think that the
Yeah.
random is kind of bullshit in this situation.
yes, it is, and I love
Oh
that.
yeah, no, that's fine. I'm used to
Everyone else
making
has like nat
characters.
20s and 3 hero points, and Alexander's there just dying. Oh, that's so cute. Anyway, well, I mean, it just stacks things in the favor of like the secret menu item. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
Now I have another thing. Actually, I have a mini announcement. For those of you who hadn't heard the news. For those of you who knew Perception Studios, they were good friends of the channel. Lovely people. They shut their doors for the studio last week, and they're on to other things. And I just wanted to take a moment to say, if you do have a chance to, while it is still up, go check out their channel. Go, enjoy some of their clips, their highlights, and stuff like that. They were a beautiful group of amazing performers, entertainers. They will be sorely missed. They are very loved by this channel and its community. So yeah, go take the opportunity before obviously the algorithm dissolves all of the footage and stuff and it vacates into the ether. There you go. Okay. Benjamin Williams has come in with a secret menu item as well. Ben. Okay. I see you. You wanna step up here, huh? You want a secret menu item here?
Secret menu items.
Oh, I mean now there has to be. Okay, so secret menu item number 2. Not only will class levels be involved in the undead companion that Thea will get, which will of course be Alexander, but also I'm going to step it up a notch. We are not going to make this undead companion just any kind of undead. It will not be a zombie or a skeleton. It will be an advanced undead. And who was it? It was Benjamin. Ben. By the way, Eddie, is that you? Eddie, you let me know in chat if that's you. I know who you are. But yes, Ben will get to pick what type of undead that they will. You cheeky fuck, how are you? Sorry, for those of you who didn't know, I used to actually have an editor on my channel, the editor. He was a minotaur that I captured and stuff like that. And this is Ben. Hi, Ben. His real name was actually Ben. We just called him Eddie because that was just it. How are you? We should talk. We should say hi. I feel like I miss you way too much. But thank you. Anyway, you get to pick what type of advanced undead Thea's companion will become. This ranges from a ghoul to a vampire to a lich to a bodak, you know, whatever speaks to you, whatever undead speaks to you, let me know, and that is the template we will throw onto the onto this secret menu character. Also, thank you so much, man. Really, really appreciate it, and I hope you are doing well. I cannot tell you how much I miss you, dude. But yeah, Eddie was my partner in crime for a very long time, actually, for about a year and a bit. So yeah. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling so good. Feeling all like, a Dracolich. I mean, I did say any, so I mean, yeah, just Alexander transforms into a Dracolich. Okay, so shall we start? I mean, I feel like we've gotten there now. All right, we've gotten through all the stuff.
Oh wait, we're playing a game?
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god. Okay. So, without any further ado, our heroes continue their adventures in the halls of Scarwall, a large and abandoned fortress, mostly abandoned, in the lands of Belkzen, home to the Orcish hordes and tribes. Now, our heroes had been searching Scarwall for a powerful tool, a weapon that might be able to repel the dreaded dragon Khazavron, whose restless spirit has been bound to the crown of fangs, a crown that is being worn currently by Queen Iliosa of the town of Korvosa. Our heroes, hailing from Korvosa, have banded together in order to try and defeat the queen and overthrow her, but so long as she has the power of the ancient and evil dragon, her strength knows no bound. So here, seeking the sword of Mandravis, our heroes have begun their search through the varying halls, flooded with undead from the former battle against the dragon. Now, after encountering and engaging with a hag, Agnes, Dante, and Alexander learned that upstairs was an individual that may possibly have the key to knowing exactly where the sword lies within the fortress. An individual whose name is... God, what was his name? It was... here we go. It was... Andachi? Was that it? I feel like it was.
Something like that.
I may have been missed for that one, so I do not have any notes.
Okay, hold on. Let me find the witch. Give me a second.
Same.
The witch was over here. Blah, 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 blah. I feel like it wasn't that. Mithrodar! That was the name. You have to go upstairs and speak with Mithrodar.
Oh, okay, I do have that on my notes.
Yeah. And you'll be able to...
bonuses against Mithrodar from my Harrow deck reading.
So future portents have been made of this Mithrodar, whoever it is. So yeah. So as our heroes left the witch to its own devices, they went upstairs to begin their search for this infamous character, and instead found a giant statue. At first, believing it to be a suit of inanimate armor, Alexander was the first poised to examine it, only to be thwopped by the giant suit, and has lured it away from his allies before it could do too much damage. Unfortunately, Alexander found himself running into an ambush and has been thwopped by several of the guards of Scarwall. More of the undead have now gathered in order to try and thwart our heroes from their advances. Battles ensue. Danger is afoot. Alexander might die. But let's find out as we dive into today's session. Now, the sound of giant footsteps slamming against the stone floor permeate and echo through the chambers. As the giant suit of armor is still in hot pursuit of Alexander, whose body lies broken, thrown against iron bars in in what looks to be a like kind of a gate room with a giant winch. More on that later. But in the meantime, however, several of the skeletal minotaurs now encroach on the unconscious body. Thea, you, after having dealt with a ghoul that has bitten Alazaro, have left Alazaro to be tended to by Holly, an expert in healing and clerginess. You have run to go and retrieve the others. As you've chased upstairs, you've come to the site of the others of your group, who seem to be frantically chasing after something. With this, we shall launch into initiative. Also, Cookie! Thank you so much, you bloody legend, for the $50 donation. Let me know what you would like to use that $50 for. Feeling solely for Alexander, so a nat 20 and a hero point. And the rest is for Dag. Okay. Aww. Aw, thank you. Okay, very well. Hero point and a nat 20. And that will give a hero point and a nat 20. Sorry, a jinx point and a nat 20 to me. Yay!
You can survive one more round.
Thank you, Cookie. You can survive one more round at least, which is all you need, maybe. All right. So, Dante, you hear footsteps coming up behind you. In a moment of startledness, you turn to face what could possibly be another foe when you see Thea running around the corner. The scene is yours.
Alexander.
I'm so sorry, really quickly, can I just say, I can't see the map. Am I doing something
No.
wrong?
There you go.
Thank you. Cool.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, sorry.
All right, Dante, the scene is yours.
Yep. Looking at Thea. Alexander's in trouble. I don't think he's going to be surviving much longer if we don't get to him fast enough. Giant, well, not giant, but yeah, actually, large golem of some sort is fighting with him.
Okay. Sounds like fun. Let's go.
All right, Dante, it is.
Going to. Well, I don't know that they went out the other side. I don't think. So gonna go.
I'd say you definitely hear the iron footsteps from the golem, for sure.
Okay. Then.
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to do much when I get down there because sights, I don't think. But we're gonna go 25, and now I can't see anything.
It is quite dark in here.
Yeah.
Do you want to light a torch as an action?
Actually, no. I can light the bullseye lantern I have.
All right, done and done.
That's an action, so I got one more. Oh, hey, there it is. Well.
As you turn around the corner, only the golem's head rotates to see you.
I'm just gonna be sitting here, since that would be my last move action.
Okay, done and done. Agnes. Dante, do you want to yell out to anyone, by the way?
They're down here, around the corner. It's not looking good.
Okay. Agnes, you're up.
Okay. Right, so message, and I can amp it. That allows. Okay, I'm gonna try a thing. So Agnes is gonna reach into the pouch next to her belt, and she's gonna pull out a card, which she then licks and sticks to the bottom of her foot, and she starts to run as she casts the warp step, which increases her speed by 5 foot and allows me to stride twice as part of the action.
Nice.
So I'm gonna neum, zoom on my little
You
card.
indeed.
Because I neum 60 foot after Vicon.
Okay.
That's 10, 15, 20, 25. Right, I still can't see though. Alexander or anybody.
Yep, because they're not within your line of sight.
Just I thought Dante said they were down here, so I was
He
like,
did.
oh, okay.
Dante points down the corridor over here.
Okay, what did I get to there? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25. Oh.
Sorry.
Now you
just,
see why Dante is
just
scared to
Laura's
go away.
just Laura's reaction. Oh. Ma, you're a big one.
Oh my.
Okay, so Alexander is. Can I even see Alexander past this golem or not
Yes.
really? Can
Yeah,
I see
yeah,
like a bit
you
of
can-
his
you can see-
form,
you
like,
can-
just lying on the ground basically?
No. Alexander is like almost like crucified. Like he's basically bent the bars that he was smashed into. So he's just kind of like hanging in the indent that he has made of the bars. You can't see the skeleton gods, I believe, from where you are.
I can see probably half of one, but
Yeah, you maybe
that's
see
about it,
something
really.
moving in the
Yeah.
dark, but you wouldn't be able to ascertain what it is.
Like I can see it on the map, but I think realistically I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got this big thing in front of me. So that spell was 2 actions. Okay, I'm gonna one action because I kind of tell whether Alexander's alive or dead. So because message is just like a one action thing, I'm going to attempt to like message Alexander and see if there's, if he's alive. Do I touch?
Well,
a
I mean,
living
keep in
brain when I
mind,
go to
do
message him?
you really want to do this? Because right now, technically, he is Schrodinger's Alexander, in a state of both being alive and dead simultaneously, until you actually check. No? Okay, fine. You send a message. Alexander.
Okay, well, no, I just mean like, is this like above board here, above deck, or are you just trying to see would Agnes really do that? Because Agnes would really do that. But if above deck you're giving us a GM hint, I'll not.
My GM hint is he's unconscious. So with an unconscious mind,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to get a message across, even if he was alive.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, so then she'll just turn back to Dante and just like, I don't think he's good.
I mean, you're probably just as easy to throw a rock at him and see if he groans.
But I mean, it's the only thing I can do with one action anyway, so.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rock kills him.
Okay.
Because if he's alive, I can amp it and allow him to do a thing, but if he's not responding, then he can't do the thing I could have done, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right, Thea, you've seen the others race and run down. By the way, Ronald is keeping up.
Oh yeah, he will do, yeah, because we
Okay.
work together.
All right, Thea, what do you want to do? What does our necromancer do as she watches her team running after something heavy sounding?
She's gonna follow. She doesn't want to miss out on the fun.
Okay. You can move your character as you would like.
How far can I move there? This way?
So that's 40 foot, and that's 55 foot.
Okay. I don't want to... That's a door. Okay, I don't want to bottleneck. I kind of want to keep an eye on these hallways in case something comes up behind us. So I'm probably going to stay about there for now.
Well, also keeping in mind, you do also have Bruce.
But Brucey!
Who is following you?
Here's Brucey. Bobby. Brucey? What was his name?
I can't remember. I think it was Bob.
I think it was Bob, but I do really like Bruce. Okay. I'm...
You can tell Bruce to watch your Bob to watch your back while you move up, and he can stand on guard.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say, I was about to say, watch my six, and then I was like, oh, that's too vague a statement. Okay. So, yes. Bobby dear. Guard the hallway. Bobby. Yes. My beautiful boy, you're gonna guard this hallway, okay?
Bobby guard.
Yes.
He stands in the corridor. He's about as big as the corridor.
Brilliant. I'm gonna leave him there. And
Bobby
then...
develops separation anxiety. No, sorry, he's fine.
I spend the rest of my turn just hugging Bobby. No, I don't.
Bobby feeling validated. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Bobby feeling validated.
He's got like a little metal chair he does so he can have like healing circles as he walks around.
I love you, Bobby. Okay, so I'm gonna keep moving then. I think I can get about here.
Okay, yep. Actually, you can get to here if you would like. You can kind of see.
Sweet.
You can kind of just see the golem through there.
The golem. Okay.
Golem.
Golem.
Okay, but that is 2 moves to get there, and you have 1 last action. Technically,
Okay.
commanding Bruce is an action, but I think just having him guard still falls under the purview of his passive, he is guarding you thing, so you can have 1 more action.
Okay. Shit.
You can duck back so you're not going to get hit.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna nope backwards a little bit.
Yep. Fair. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. Yep.
All right, the golem. Fun time. I'm going to use my plot twist.
Oh shit.
Cliffhanger. All right. Agnes.
I'm hanging. This is me hanging from a cliff.
Nice.
Yo.
On a critical hit, I am going to say that the Iron Golem is going to try and grapple you. That is a critical hit. So in lieu of drawing a crit card,
It's hard not to crit Agnes.
I know. That's why I made a cold shot for it. So first of all, Agnes, you take 51 damage as this large fist reaches down and grabs you. The second action it is going to make is going to try and reposition you and walk with you a short distance. So, an athletics check with a modifier. Let's try that. Here we go. What is your fort save plus 10? And is it 34? Sorry, 29.
Oh, it's 27.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. The golem moves to here. And with its final action, if it lands a critical hit, it is going to smash you through the wall. And with its next attack, being the third attack of the sequence, it should be a plus 18. Yeah, that's
a 20.
That's a nat 20. Good. I'm glad that my fantasy grounds is and Agnes, you are dying as you have basically been.
It's no surprise, really.
Would you like to use a hero point to stay alive?
McClover comes in with a divine intervention. That's fair. I will actually give that. But that is also like just the sheer unbridled bullshittery of what Fantasy Ground just pulled. Okay, so I'm going to try to make that attack again. Again, the crit effect is to knock you through the wall. Okay, so that is a miss. I am going to use a jinx point on it. I mean, I could use a natural 20. I might still use a natural 20. But I'm going to try the jinx point. Okay. Third attack. Here we go. Agnes. Okay, it's a hit, but not a crit. So, you are still going to go through the wall, but you are not going to be flung through the wall. So, as the Iron Golem drags you to the wall...
Will I still take the whole...
No, you'll take, let's see, hold on. You'll take 12, 16, 25. You'll take 30, you'll take 32 less damage, yeah. You'll take 32 less damage. So if you'd like to heal that, you may.
How much was the total, though?
Oh, I don't know how much damage you took.
How much?
You took 51.
What was the last one I took?
You took 51 damage.
62.
Yeah, you took 62 was the second one.
So that would have been 32 instead.
Yeah. So you would have taken 83 damage so far.
Okay.
And
You're at least still alive.
Yeah, and you hadn't been injured by the golem in the last game, were you?
No, I had 1 hit point damage for something.
Yeah, that sounds right. So okay, so you've taken 84 damage in total. So you're still conscious. Now, let me describe this. So the golem reaches out and grabs Agnes, and you watch as Agnes is then dragged through this corridor. As the golem enters the next room, with its fist with Agnes in it, it punches the stone masonry at the side of Scarwall. The window explodes outwards, and you watch as rubble and stone fall the 200 feet down the side of the wall and splash into the water of the lake below. The golem now holds its arm outside the building, with Agnes being held and holding onto it, trying to prevent her from falling down and into the lake. McClover, thank you so much for sparing Agnes the death. You are an absolute legend. Please have a good time at work. We love you, and we miss your face. So yeah, Agnes, you are very brutally injured. But that is all 3 of the Iron Golem's turn, as you are now experiencing firsthand a cliffhanger. Okay. This.
I mean, Agnes would be making noises if she had any breath left in her body, which I don't think she does right now, to be honest with you.
It's just sort of like a wheezing sound. All right.
Yeah.
The Scarwall Guardians all begin to encroach upon the golem and attack it. Although I need different things. One moment. Ah, stop it. What is happening? Ah! Okay, look you. There we go. Thank you. Okay, what level's everyone?
10.
10? Brilliant. Okay. Yep, that's perfect. That's what I need. That'll do. Sorry, 2 seconds while I just adjust this ever so quickly. Yep, that's it. Good, good. Okay. Okay, 1. Jesus. Let's try that again, shall we? Alright. So, the Guardians make their way over to the Iron Golem, where in which they then proceed to attack. Attempting to strike the Golem. And both will miss, unfortunately. The Golem is not amused, but there is one critical miss, which is a crit failure. Britt, pick me a number between 1 to 5.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. They bonk. They are stunned 2. Okay. Alright. Done and done, as they've tried to attack, but unfortunately failed to do so. Let's see. Who's after these guys? Alexander.
Yes.
Alexander, who is your character's deity?
Asmodeus. And I was wondering that since I am dying, maybe it's a long shot, but could I potentially give a prayer to him?
Sure. I mean, let's take a scene here.
I have something really cool that I was like fidgeting with.
Well, it's
Well,
a
as
shame.
a prayer anyway.
Well, it's a terrible shame that I'm going to throw a kink into everything by actually doing something completely different. But if you've got a moment for the prayer, you can definitely have it. However, in just a moment here. Okay. There it is. Perfect. All right. You were suddenly surrounded by a cacophony of bells and wails. As flames begin to ignite around you from braziers that burn with a strange green glow. A massive oaken table lays out before you, large enough for a giant to be seated at. And behind it appears to be... I don't know what I just rolled, but ignore it. Appears to be this individual. As Alexander walks in.
Do I recognize what kind of creature she is?
Religion check?
Well, I would just, okay. Could I use Hell Lore instead?
Yes, you may.
All right. Actually, which is better? Yeah, Hell Lore.
That's a good question.
24.
Okay, with 24, you know that this is a Fistophilius, otherwise known as a contract devil.
And in the hierarchy of devils, like how
In the hierarchy of devils, they're administrators, they are bureaucrats, they have some measure of power for sure. But for the most part, they are people who enforce and create iron-proof clauses in their contracts and the like.
Okay.
Yes, they're called Fistophiliuses. What else can I tell you about them? They're clerks, they're bureaucrats, they're scribes, rarely found outside of infernal courts. Tempt mortal souls, blah, 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 blah. The usual stuff. Basically, when you hear about the crossroad devils and stuff, this is kind of what they talk about. So, as she looks at you with her mustard-colored skin and large obsidian-like horns, each draped with a series of blood-stained contracts, she looks to you and says, "Well, hello there, my delectable friend. Welcome. I must say that you're here a little early, so you'll have to wait. Your body's not dead quite yet, but in a few moments, of course. You're welcome to read a magazine while you wait."
Well, not like I was expecting to see the big guy himself, but I also...
Sorry, she has this little like kind of mean girl chuckle.
Believe me, I'm well aware that I'm not ever going to meet with him. But was not expecting to see one such as yourself.
Oh yes, no, most Asmodeans don't expect to see much of anything. I mean, after all, there's still protocols to be followed and methods to the proper passage of death. You'll still need to travel through the boneyard and meet up with Pharasma and all of this in the interim. But we here at Hell like to ensure that our souls remain intact by the time they get here. After all, with daemons predating upon those who wait in line for their time in, well, purgatory, we prefer to make sure that the ones that we are interested in stay secured until they're called. And your number is not quite yet up, Alexander Croft.
All right, well, where should I sit?
Oh, sorry. If you check your Bible, it's damnation without relief, so there are no chairs.
Fair enough. litigation and all
toilets.
that. Got it. Do the dead have to use the bathroom anyway?
Yes. We insist on it.
Okay, well, I'll grab a magazine, I guess.
You look at the magazines. Each of the magazines is actually not a proper magazine, but actually a sample pack for wallpaper, and it only has like some of the catalog is there. Others require a subscription in order to actually unlock the other swatch packages.
Alexander just sighs. I kind of expected nothing less, to be honest.
You gonna do that prayer?
Just waiting from the back if you send
Oh,
off and then stomp against them.
yeah. As he's kind of just doing that, he's no cleric. He's no champion of Asmodeus. But he is thinking about his party. He's thinking about his sister during this, and just begins deep in thought. He's like, this is probably a long shot, but one can only hope. And then he kind of takes a deep breath and channels his best worshipper inside voice. And he goes, "Oh Lord of Hell, Architect of Fate, Master of the Pit, I hereby humbly request, as a loyal follower, strip my soul of my weakness, temper it with sin, cast aside what's left of my body, and reforge it as a weapon in your infernal crucible, so I may rise as a true servant of your power, a devil forged by your own hands, to enact your law and sow your dominion. With this final prayer, if allowed, I will pledge my eternity to you."
Well, that was very pretty. Beautiful speech. As you speak the words, you notice that one of the parchments on her horns is basically bleeding. And every single word you just spoke is written on the contract. She unfurls it onto the table and says, "Sign right there." And we will come back to you in a moment. As we return to the glorious battle, of which sorry, that was extra ambience.
Apparently.
Yes, sign the contract.
I am so stressed.
Good. All right, there we go. Okay. So, after Alexander, that happened. So back to the top of the round, which brings us to Dante. Dante, you've seen Agnes get nabbed and run into the next room.
Yep. And I'm gonna have to go all the way to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then...
Oh, thanks, Scalia. Yeah, also death saving throw, Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
You need to get a 11 or higher? Because you have
with toughness 9 plus my dying value, yes.
All right.
13.
You're good. Your dying value drops to dying 1. Alright. Sorry, Dante, you've moved up.
and I still have the. Oh wait, I had to. Actually, no, I have. Can I just do what it's supposed to do? Oh well. I still have the staff of healing out from when I last used it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use the last 2 charges. Where did it go? There it is, because I'm not in inventory. Last 2 charges to do a heal 2 at 2nd stage on Alexander. Because he's the only person I can see right now.
All right, make it so.
Just have to re-find my heal. Oops, I meant to roll that on him, but I also needed to adjust it because he would get the extra 18. Hold on. Oh, that's why.
All right, you good?
Yeah, I had to change it real quick because he wouldn't get the extra 18 from the heal.
Okay.
There we go. Those are all 3 of my actions.
All right, done and done. Which brings us to Agnes, who is over a very, very long fall.
Cheers. Now, I remember that I had taken out the wand of rusting grasp last time, but I
You
never had a
did.
chance to use it because Alexander got yeeted through a wall.
He did get needed for a wall.
So that's like she still has this clutched in her hand. So she's gonna attempt to use it on the golem. Since we've shifted character sheets though, I've got the wand in my inventory, but it no longer has its description in it as to exactly what it does. Since we
Did we add the spell to your list?
no, I don't think so.
Okay, if you can add Rusting Grasp to your list, we can go from there.
Oh, I lied. I did.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Okay, so let's just go quick. One metal creature, blah blah blah. Almost metal. Sky metals such as adamantine and orichalcum are immune, so bear that in mind. Creature mentally affected. That's great, but is it a save or is it an attack? Can't spell. It doesn't say.
It's an
Range
attack.
touch.
Yeah, it'd be a touch attack.
Which is just a melee attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, would it still be concealed considering it moved from where it was? Because the concealed was from when I doused it in water.
No, that's not it. Oh damn it, there isn't an attack attached to the spell either.
What are you thinking, Laura? All right.
It's like a straight up touch attack. Like,
Oh no! You'd have proficiency, so it'd be a spell attack. Sorry. You would use your
right,
spell
okay.
attack on it.
Also, would it still have concealed from earlier since it moved out of the...
No. I can
Okay.
remove that too. Okay, Where is it? Iron Golem. Alright, it no longer has concealed, so that's fine. Alright. Unfortunately, a 32 will still miss as you try to free yourself, touching the rusting, using your rusting hand and trying to touch. Actually, no, let's give you a +2 on that. Let's see if that'll help. Its defense is 34, so that is going to hit.
Okay. So, creature hazard. Let's see what it takes. 86 damage with a basic fortitude. Oh, it's a fortitude save. So I touch it and it takes damage, and then it's a fortitude save as well. Okay. So
All right.
that's where it comes in at. Right, so,
Fortitude save. He is gonna.
the DC 27.
He gets 37 critical success, which I think is no damage.
Yeah, it's weird. It's one of those spells that's like really long.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a basic fortitude save, so it's critical success then.
All right. So that is no damage. Unfortunate. Okay. Is that everything?
You can try again.
No, it's 2 actions to use the rusting grasp.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could try to break free if you like.
While dangling over a big pile of nothingness.
I mean, it's either that or get choked out. I mean,
no, the chances of me breaking out of this, and even if I use my nat 20, it's not happening. I
Sure.
just knows that. But what I will do is, what am I being held by around the throat?
yeah, kind of upper body and throat.
Okay. So I've got the one. So with my other hand, I'm assuming my hands are free. Yes.
Mhm.
Or. So I'm going to again reach into my little bag of holding and take out my magic rope.
Okay.
With the other hand.
I'm listening. Yep.
That's my last action.
And
I'm
that's
ready
it.
for next time. Yes, because that's an action to retrieve it.
Okay. Done and done. Thea, you're up next.
Oh dear me. Okay. Which room is it? Are people in? Where's?
The bottom one.
Okay. So not down the stairs, just down that hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna go. Shiver me timbers. How far is that? Okay. So I can get there.
You've only got a 25-foot move speed, so yes, you can get there. Yeah.
Okay, so. Alright, let's do that then.
Okay, you approach one of these skeleton guards.
Yes. I'm going to. There are too many things. We're fighting all the things.
No, we're just finding a big golem right now.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
do
what are
whatever's in front of you. Really.
What are these guards doing?
They seem to have been attacking the golem because that was the only threat they saw until you entered. Now, the one that you're next to is definitely looking at you.
Fuck. Okay. Well... Shit. I'm going to... No, that doesn't help me. Okay, I'm gonna...
You can always use your Call Companion ability.
Yeah, that's probably smarter than what I was about to do. Let's do that instead.
Okay. You use Call Companion from out of nowhere. Bob appears.
Bobby!
Bobby. Arr. You have one last action.
How many actions is it to command him to do something?
One.
Cool. All right. Bobby, my dear. Oh no, I don't want to attack the... Okay, sorry, just to confirm.
Yep.
The golem is holding Agnes over like a pit?
No, outside the castle. And you're on the second story of a castle that is about 50 foot from the water's level on an island in the middle of a lake. Remember you had to fly over here?
Yeah.
She's being held like that.
Alright, I don't want to attack. Okay, can I ask, is this outside of Bobby's abilities to say, pull her back inside? I want him to like try and grab onto the golem and just pull her back into the room.
Ooh, I don't think he's got room to do that. Because he'd basically need to be adjacent to grab onto the golem and then move back. Between you, Alexander, and the guardian before that, he's not going to be able to get to it.
It's no? Okay.
No. You'd probably be able to get it to clobber the... well, actually, with its reach...
skeleton?
Yeah. No, he'd only be able to clobber the skeleton.
Okay.
Or at least
take a
grab
swing
it
at this
and get out of the way.
skeleton.
Okay. Bobby swings. What? No, don't be like that. What do you mean? That's...
But it also says plus 16, but it's not added.
Yeah. I don't know why it hasn't added it. One moment. So that looks like that. Let's try that this way real quick. Is that better? Nope.
What is going on?
I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, so I'm gonna go with the first result, which was a 19 plus 16, which is 35, which is enough to hit. The golems have a... so that is actually a critical hit. So Bobby deals 22 damage to the golem with its first attack. With its second attack, Bobby goes again. And with... ignoring that one. So that is 11, 11 plus 10 is 21. 21 is enough to do a regular hit. So Bobby hits again, dealing 13 damage. And with his third attack, we're never going to bother. So this is with a minus 10. That is a... so that is a 19... no, so that's a... So that one's just a regular miss.
That would be a 10, pretty much. If it was negative... No, it was minus 10.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it'll just miss. It will not crit miss. Also, yes, but I agree, Schoolie. I just don't know where that would be either. It's almost identical to another attack of its type. It just isn't calculating it for whatever reason. It's fine. That's okay, don't worry about it. Alright, so yes, Bobby comes in, swings hard, and lands 2 very decisive blows on the skeleton. The bones of the Minotaur skeleton begin to rattle and crack and fade. As we then go to the golem. Alright. Agnes.
Yo, at this point, she's just hoping that this thing just drops it, because that would just be the more preferable option.
Okay, so. The golem takes a look at you, sees more threats behind you, and throws you, casting you out of the 2-story window as you begin to fall and plummet. What do you do?
Well, as a reaction, with a thought, I activate the feather token within my cloak, which activates Featherfall for 1 minute. So I start falling slower for a minute.
Okay, let's have a look. How far
Well,
does Featherfall...
first, I spend 1 action screaming,
Fair.
and then I remember.
Oh yeah, I've got Featherfall.
Yeah, I was about to
That
say,
is my
Featherfall-
favorite thing anyone's
Featherfall
ever
would
done.
be-
Ice.
Better to do when you have that minute left to fall.
Well, keeping in mind, Featherfall... Let's read this out here. Slows to
I
60
just
Yeah, I
spend
seconds.
my
just need
action
time.
crying.
To then
Yeah.
get the immovable rod out of my bag of holding and activate it. So Agnes is now just hanging in the air off an immovable rod. Just like...
Well, you can do that
Probably
on...
now screaming repetitively.
You can do that on your turn. However, Agnes, you are forgetting one thing.
Yes?
Outside the walls of Scarwall, hovering in the air, as you are thrown and you start to slow your fall, you see
Oh yeah. I like
the
it a bit.
Banshee, who looks at you ferociously. It
I
takes
thought
a
it was gonna be the gargoyles.
deep breath in.
Dag.
And wails. Agnes, you cannot move. You're falling so slow. You are unable to shift your position as these waves of death begin to wash over you. You close your eyes. What is Agnes's last thoughts?
Ooh. Agnes's last thoughts, not Laura's last thoughts.
Laura's last thoughts were fucking T-Rex.
I think Agnes's last thoughts are probably, oh, God damn it.
Just that? Just goddamn it.
Sorry, I'm on push to talk and I keep typing pluses in the
I thought Agnes's last thoughts were, oh goddamn it. Like, yeah, okay,
That was
fair.
Laura's last thoughts. Well, shit, son. No, I think Agnes's last thoughts are probably would reach out to her daughter, to be honest with you, in all fairness. Like, I think yeah, I think it would be more like, to be honest with you, rather than like, I thought initially maybe my initial feeling that she'd kind of let her down, but she hasn't. You know what I mean? I think Agnes knows she did her best, kind of thing. So I think her last thought would probably just be a prayer to Desna to look after her daughter, to keep her safe as best as she can. Um, yeah, I think that would be. And then just, I never did get that damn day.
That's fair. All right. You close
But
your eyes. You feel a sense of peace, realizing that you had done everything you could. You looked after your daughter. You raised her well. You saved her boyfriend from some were-rats at some point or another. You gave her all the opportunities that she needed to have a life that you didn't. While you regret never getting to have that date with Dan, you also remember that you'll see your husband very soon. And suddenly air is blowing past you at a rapid speed, despite your slow fall. You think for a moment maybe your spell had worn off. And at this point, you see that you are caught in the clutches of a winged creature. It is Alizaro.
wow.
Now, Alizaro was on the floor below, and with Holly was flying to try and get to the upper level to see which floor you were in so that she might land and try to offer support. But as this happened, that was when you were thrown out of the building, and they had just enough time to circle around and get underneath you. The Banshee now begins its pursuit of Alizaro, Agnes, and Holly, who are now flying on the exterior of the building. Agnes, what's your reaction?
Okay, dying, not dying. Pretty sure she was dead. Not dead again. I think Agnes will just go, oh, no dearie. And then I think she's probably going to pass out. That was a lot of dying, not dying, dying, not dying. Yeah, I think just for a couple of seconds she's probably just gonna just be like, nope, boom. And she falls face forward onto Rose's feathery back.
Aww. You hear the sounds of, like, sort of bird soothing noises as you lay into this big tuft of the feathers on Alizaro's back. Holly basically saying that we're trying to find a way in. Just catch your breath. Hang on. We're gonna try and find a place to land. And you're basically now circling around. Holly is now also trying to fend off and push away the Banshee as it's coming through. But that is what's happening on the outside. Meanwhile, on the inside of the castle, the guards are going to continue what they are doing, using bits of flesh and meat to try their darndest. And gosh darn, aren't they trying? Hey! One of them actually hit the damn thing. Twang. For 4 damage. Good job. Good job, little buddy. Alright, and yeah, no, it's just not doing it. One of them is going to try and attack Thea. Yep, good. Thea, pick a number between 1 to 5, please. as the
Right.
as the gods do not seem to do well at all, Thea, they critically fumble as they try to hit you, and he accidentally deals damage to himself. There we go. He bludgeons himself for 18 points of damage. Good job, matey potato. All right, he is. He is. The skeletons are done. All right. Sorry. At this point, Ronald goes up to the edge and looks out over the cliff, and he's like, "No, Agnes," because I forgot Roland was a thing. Anyway, Alexander.
That's fine. It's like we just have a connection, so he knows I'm not dead because he's not dead. So
That's
it's
true.
fine.
That's true. Well, I mean, he is dead.
I mean, technically he's dead, but he's not dead.
The emotional whiplash is too much. I've lost it.
That's how I love it.
Sorry, it's so stupid. I don't know why I think that's so funny.
It is funny.
I'm crying. I'm so sorry. Oh,
Poor Ronald. Poor
oh,
Again, another undead with abandonment issues.
oh my god.
Just straight away, it's like, yeah, Agnes leaves Ronald. Thea leaves Bob. You know, the two of them have like a tiny little, undead help group. Like they meet up on
Little support
Wednesdays.
group?
Yeah, they meet up on Wednesdays. It's like a little book club.
UA. Undead Anonymous.
Yeah, Undead Anonymous. Hello, I am Bob. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Other day,
Oh.
Thea said guard door. Bob guard door. Then Thea leave. Bob alone.
Oh, it's okay, matey potato.
So back to hell. A contract lays out before Alexander. His words now etched in blood, waiting his signature. A red quill appears out of nowhere in front of you, Alexander, wreathed in fire.
Oh, Alexander with zero hesitation grabs it and signs.
All right. I was going to give you a warning, but sure. Actually, no, I should probably give you the warning for this. By the by, this is... what you've agreed to is effectively a transmutation. You will become a devil, and you will serve hell. The catch is you made no stipulation that you got free will of your own, or that you got to do your own quest. So, signing the contract means that you would end this character, and they will then join the ranks of the army of hell as a devil.
Well, it's that or eternal suffering either way, but at least he gets to do something.
I mean, I guess. Okie dokie.
Wait, well, does it specify what kind of devil? Because if I'm stuck as a Lemire,
It doesn't specify. I mean, I'd roll randomly. Do you want to sign it?
What's Alexander getting out of it again, sorry? I don't know.
Nothing. He's just getting turned into a devil.
yeah, and I have no bargaining here, no real leverage. Do I like to be able to adjust it so I do have be able to finish my quest?
No, because you made the whole thing, and that's what she's got.
Oh. See. Oh. No, he'll sign it. I've got personal reasons for it, but
All right. You go to sign the contract. The quill in your hand, you lean over. The devil looks and smiles. Yes. Yes. And just as you're about to sign it, all of a sudden, woof! You are ripped out of hell. As you disappear, you suddenly find yourself groaning back to consciousness as you look over, and Dante's like, I healed you! You look around, you don't have your quill, you don't have the contract. You're just in a shitload of pain.
Well, the contract technically is still there, waiting to be signed.
Yeah, just everything hurts. Oddly enough, it was less painful in hell.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
And then you see the enemies that are around us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I see the enemies. Unfortunately, none of my shit is useful here. If oh god,
I'm just imagining.
Emphasis on doomed.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm in so much pain. Oh, I need an Advil. Yep.
I genuinely do not know what to do because I don't know if the guards will be able to hit me if I try to walk away or if I try to cast a spell.
That's
There's
true.
only one way to find out.
You could have a roleplay moment in which you ask a question or engage with someone, and then that could be your turn.
What the hell's going on? Where? I see two of you. Where's the others? Why do you look like that, Thea? Where's Agnes?
This is just... Oh, she went out the window.
Great. Lovely. Wonderful.
Meanwhile, Thea
So
looks
we're
at
all
you.
gonna die.
Meanwhile, Thea looks at you. He's just like, dang.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was like a little bit of a look of like when you said it, she's like, oh,
That.
damn it.
Don't worry. We're gonna die soon. Just coughs up
That's
some
okay.
blood.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, I was kicked through a door into iron bars. There's got to be some internal bleeding going on.
Oh yeah, quite a bit. Quite a significant amount of internal bleeding for sure.
But on the bright side, the blood's supposed to be on the inside.
That's also true. All right.
Not that kind of inside. Not that kind of inside.
All right. We're gonna move on to Dante. As you are now awake and okay-ish.
Seeing that he's awake and I can't really heal him as effectively at the moment.
Mhm.
Except for, well, actually,
What's your wounded
No.
at, Alex?
Now it's wounded one, because the last time Dante did the Healy thingy, it removed,
He removed
my
one.
wounded
Yeah,
condition.
that's right. I remember.
whenever I do the healings, the treat wounds, it removes wounded condition.
Yep.
Since the only person I can see, and because I don't know how the inside of the layout is without having to go in there and mingle in a really awkward spot, seeing that Thea is pretty beat the hell up, pun intended, I'm going to
Ba-dum.
DC 30 treat wounds on them. Since this would be my first time today doing treat wounds with them.
For Thea?
Yes.
Sure, not a problem. Make your healing check. Thea, Dante immediately starts to stab you.
I'm going.
Stab
going
you.
to-
Stab you directly
Oh
in
my
the
God,
spine.
Dante.
I'm
But
going
it's just
to.
like, does it hurt? Press.
Ouch!
So, actually, the funnier part is I did recently take the one that lets me do risky surgery.
Did you do risky
But no,
surgery?
because I don't really need it. I'm going to use a hero point to reroll.
It's such a shame. Wouldn't it be terrible if I negated your hero point? Because that's
It would.
well, that's what I'm doing. Jinx point,
Okay,
baby. Goodbye.
Then I'll use the nat 20
Oh, using the nat 20 then.
to get a critical hit.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want to save that? Oh my god.
Yes, I'm sure. Have some healing.
All right, that is 57 points of healing as Dante stitches you up.
Okay.
Now for 2 action, I'm going to use. Should I use this one? This one technically does more damage, though. You know what? We're gonna try it anyways because I do have it. I'm gonna just since I have 2 actions now, I'm gonna disrupt undead on the Scarwhorl guard in front of Thea.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, he does not save against your disrupt undead. And he is destroyed as his bones and body explode into a shower of dust and powder.
And there we go. A little bit more breathing room.
All right,
Nice.
done and done. As we then go to Agnes. So at this point, Agnes, I would say this is more about what you'd like to do with Ronald.
Well, to be fair, Ronald is an anger phantom. So I think what he would do would probably just. I mean, he knows I'm okay, and I haven't dematerialized him because I haven't like lost consciousness or anything like that, and I haven't made an effort to. He would probably just attack. He would the first thing he saw. I think he would just fall into that angry ghost dude and attack the nearest like enemy. So I kind of see him on the map though because I'm not in there and I don't have his side.
Oh, let me. There you go. I'll just put you in there. All right.
But also he only has the same amount of hit points I do.
That's true. And if
so-
he gets knocked out, you get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
You could always lend assistance to Bob. Give Bob an old boosty.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. Ronald moves down and around to go and help Bob. Say, move around there. And Bob will get a +2 bonus to its attack.
Hey.
As we then go to Thea.
Okay, okay. Can I just step aside to give Bob room to move
Yeah.
to attack the golem?
Yeah, absolutely. You can step
Okay.
to the side next to Dante. And you can
Sweet.
instruct Bob to step in.
Yep, I'm gonna say, Bob, my dear, be a good boy. Golem, attack it. What? Ooh.
Bob attack! Arr!
The
I love Bob's
reaction was
voice.
great.
Bob will crit
Yes.
as Bob crits. Bob deals. Wait, that's not Bob.
That's the Iron Golem.
That is the Iron Golem. Let's try that with Bob's stats. I don't know why I was using the Golem stats. Let's see. Here we go. There you are. Hey, Bob.
Who's a good boy?
I feel
That's
because
how I
like
talk to my
Ronald was
dog.
like a soldier or something. He's just like back there calling out tactical advice. No, no. Swing with the left, the left, son.
Left! Left swing! Bob swing left! Oh no! Actually, let me use that first one. So first of all, so 19 plus 18 is 37, which will
lot.
hit, which will land a first hit. So I'm gonna do that with the Iron Golem. Okay. Does 0 damage to the Iron Golem. Oh no.
Yeah, the Iron Golem had some ridiculous resistances.
Okay, well, after the first hit, Bob will never do damage to the golem.
You're better off
Fuck.
trying to grapple it.
Ow! Bob not working. Bob. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I know what I'm gonna do. Wait. Okay.
Bob about to shove them out the window.
Bob looks over at Thea.
Oh no.
Bob! It says, looking at Thea. Bob, hero! Bob, hero, protect! Protect and smack Bob!
Bob, do what he's told.
Bob, do told! Bob, good Bob! And then-
Best Bob.
Best Bob. And Bob then turns and runs at the golem and makes an athletics check to shove the golem out the window. Okay, here we go, Bob. Let's see. Bob is an expert at athletics, even though it doesn't give me the actual stats for it for whatever reason. Because that's just rude.
And they have +2 because of, Or no, wasn't only that for 1, though? I don't remember how that works.
What level is everyone? 10?
Yes.
Yes.
And plus 6. No, 4. So it's 18. Okay. Oh, Bob fumbles.
There, you can
However,
fix this.
I'm gonna burn a natural 20. And
Oh.
so Bob tackles the Iron Golem, and the both of them fly out the window. They then begin to fall. And with a splash, Bob is holding on to effectively an iron weight that sinks into the water and the inky blackness below Scarwall. Bob holds on tightly as the golem smashes and hits Bob. Bits of him begin to fall off him. You watch as like bits and chunks of flesh begin to fall, like float back to the surface. But Bob hangs on tight until there is a cloud of dirt kicked up as the golem is resting now forever at the bottom of the lake in Scarwall, along with the clutching body that eventually turns into a skeleton of an undead named Bob. Thea, you have a moment where you're just kind of out by the window as Bob went out. You do not see any sign of him.
That was such a waste of so many parts.
I killed so many people for him. So many orphans.
Thank you, Bob. You were the best boy.
All right. F's in chat for Bob.
Thea
Okay.
just stares down at the nothing out the window.
All right.
Welcome to the trauma, Brittany.
I mean, realistically, I could just make another one.
Exactly, yeah, you could just make another.
She just... Oh,
The-
Bob, that Bob had been with me for a while.
Didn't we go
Oh, yeah,
back to like
good
a few of just
4 hours.
flesh?
The two skeletons now look over at you and begin to encroach upon you, making their way towards you with their weapons drawn. As this happens, however,
Give them a glare.
they both
Not now!
when you say that, they actually both stop in their tracks and do not move.
Sit down!
They do not do that.
Damn it.
What is your reaction to this?
Surprised a little, but also curious. I'm just gonna watch them for a second to see if they look like they're gonna do anything.
All right. At this point in time, they seem to be frozen when from this room here, one of the guardhouse doors swings open, emerging from which is a strange robed figure. Which I will place here in just a moment. There we go. Sorry, everything's chugging a little. Bear with me for a second.
This music makes me think that absolutely nothing bad is about to happen.
Yeah, this is just like a friendly picnic kind of situation.
Just like you see a friend at a tavern.
Yeah. 100%. Absolutely. Why is that not working? There it is. Okay, cool. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. The figure you see. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. The figure you see.
Not that one.
Surprise, it's Leory!
It is not Leori.
Damn it. She just comes bounding out. Oh, hey, Thea!
All right. Is this?
I hate how I can still see him from here.
Yeah.
Just barely.
And he says in a very deep voice, "Pray thee, what be thy commotion that thou springs to disturb my restless wanderings? Haven't thee enough to do without causing such disruption? Noisy beasts, be still, lest they find themselves little more than scrap. In fact, why don't thou cool off while I speak with our visitors?" And he gestures, and the two skeletons jump out the window. Whee!
Does nobody here use a door?
Not the undead, at least.
Such a waste of parts.
The wastage of parts implies that there be parts of worth within those. Nay, old bones, dried and desiccated, barely fit for a dog to chew.
Fair.
But thou speaks, though thou has experience with crafting and forming the dead. 'Tis an odd place to go grocery shopping, even for a necromancer. Scarwall be filled with many dangers.
I'm not here for supplies. I would prefer to just get in, get what we need, and get out. Do you have any advice so we can leave your home?
'Tis not my home, this tomb of the dead warriors that fought for honor and heroism. Nay, 'tis simply a quiet place for reprieve on my own journey. Thou'st may call me the great and powerful wizard, Bob.
I was I'm sorry. No.
This is the reward for your companion for Thea, as given by our amazing friend Cookie. It is in fact a lich. It is in fact an undead. Cookie, you get to decide what class levels it has. I know I said wizard, but you can have other things. So you get to decide what class level it is, and thanks to our donation from the amazing Benjamin Williams, it is a lich, which is a very powerful spellcaster. For those of you who do not know what a lich is, for the muggles in the audience, it is effectively Voldemort. The idea of a lich is that a very, very powerful wizard gets their soul and sequesters it in an object known as a phylactery. So long as the phylactery remains intact, they are able to regenerate themselves indefinitely. They are constantly immortal and are fully in possession of their intelligence, their faculties, their abilities and powers that they had in life. They are also known as the No-Life Kings, and yes, among one of the most powerful undead types in the game, next to, of course, vampires and the like. Cookie says, decision, I wonder what would be the most useful for Thea and the party in general. Well, Cookie, if you would like, because we are coming to the end of today's session, you don't have to give us an answer now. If you want to take a week to, like, look at the Pathfinder classes and stuff and decide on one, you are more than welcome to do so. But next week, we will find out more about the great Dreadlich Bob, and hopefully Thea will get an opportunity to bring along a new companion, albeit a lich companion. But yes, there you go. So cool. There we go.
That's so fun.
Yes. Now, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for joining us. We hope you had a great time. I know I did, and thank you again. We have not only done that, but we have also just, courtesy of an anonymous donation, which, by the way, you do still get the $20 donation. So if you do want to donate to any of the rewards, let me know as well. But that did, just in the nick of time, get us to the emergency electrician fund, which means every single character will get a choice of either an armor rune or a weapon rune. Those of you who choose an armor rune will get a resistance 10. Actually, let's go with resistance to your level. Resistance equal to your level in electricity. Those of you who have chosen a electric weapon, you will gain an extra D6 electric damage on whichever weapon you put the rune on. So there you go. Christina, hi and bye. I hope you're doing good. Hope you had a good day. Hope you're well. I gotta go take the cats to the vet now. But before we leave, as always, we're going to give a quick little DAG formation, and that is, do not forget the joys. Memories are a powerful tool. Memories are a powerful thing, and shaping our lives are filled with so many moments that we want to take to carry with us as we move forward. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are happy, some of them are sad, and just remember, we are the masters of what that narrative is for ourselves as well. So pick and choose those moments that make you feel good and make you feel fulfilled and shape you. I know that I try very, very hard to do that, so that I'm not defining myself by all the bad stuff that happens, but all the stuff that I know people appreciate, people continually tell me are things that are of value.